Hi, this is Joe Vest. I want to show you how to enhance your Cobalt Strike beacon management by using Health Status Indicator. What I'm doing is tracking all the sleep and jitter times for every single beacon and using that to calculate in an expected return time. These expected return times can be used to calculate the values to see if the beacon's healthy, in the process of dying, or has died. You can see a few icons that I have here already. This beacon with the skull, this beacon has died. And the condition for death on a beacon is it has not returned 2 times the expected return time. The X is a beacon that I've killed, and this is something that I've actually exited. It's acknowledged that exit and shows this icon that I controlled and killed this beacon. We've got a pause icon. I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, but this is basically a SMB beacon that has been disconnected, and the process may or may not be running. So we just call it as pause. So it's basically equivalent to the broken chain. It's very, very similar. So let's start off by starting a new beacon. So I'll just run here a new beacon. So the first thing we start to see when we get this new beacon is it actually says new beacon, date timestamp. And once the health status runs, we're going to get an icon. So the default setting for health status checks are every single minute. In this demo, I dropped it to 10 seconds just to make it a bit quicker, but normally 60 seconds is more than enough to give you a good status of health. So you can see new beacon came in, default check mark, we're good to go. So not only do we get this indicator of new beacon with a timestamp, if we look at the event log, we actually get a bit more here as well. So the new beacon that just came in, not only do you get the standard information that comes, we actually get the beacon ID and the PID. So just a bit more information to show you what what's going on with our beacons. Helps us find them in the GUI a little bit better. So let's interact with this. Let's change the sleep down to 10 seconds. So now that I changed it to 10, we can take a look at our script console, and we can see that the sleep command was issued, and now we're tracking. So that beacon has a new updated status that can be used to calculate its expected return time, so we can get the right health icon. I can run this get beacon health check settings, and you can see this is a list of all beacons and an array of the sleep and jitter time. So I just created one for 10 seconds. Did we not? What did we set that to? We did 10. Let's do 10:20. So look at the script console, and you can see here's the 10:20 that we just issued. By default, on every single new beacon, such as this beacon here, these values are taken from the default malleable C2 profile. So when beacons first arrive, they're basically set by the C2 profile. So everything is tracked and has a value for health status. So let's spawn a new beacon, an SMB beacon. Let's take a look at this. All right, so we're spawning a new beacon. New beacon arrives. So this one's a little bit different. You still get a new beacon, date timestamp, but we also get the parent PID. So this is just a little bit more information to help you figure out where this SMB beacon is linked to. So just a little bit more information there. We can change this note, and you'll notice that the icon goes away because we overwrote that. But at the next health check, this will be automatically updated. There we go. It's automatically updated. This beacon is healthy and good to go. If we unlink this beacon, let this unlink. Processed. We see that the beacon has been unlinked at the next health check. So with the next 10 seconds, it goes to paused. So the beacon, in theory, should still be running. That process should still be running. We should be able to relink to it, but it shows pause. So basically pause is equivalent to a broken chain, but to keep things consistent, we keep everything here. There's another status, which is a caution status, which is a beacon that's in the process of dying. This would be a beacon that has crossed over its expected return time, but has not crossed over the dead time, which is 2 times the expected return time. Let's see if we can generate a condition where the beacon shows caution. Let's change this note So we know which beacon we're working on. So we're going to work on this beacon. This beacon is currently set for 60-second sleep time. So let's change the sleep down to 20 seconds. $64. Let's kill this beacon. So we actually terminate that process to simulate the beacon dying. And there we go. So we actually start to see the pause. So what's happening is this is not returned in time based on that sleep. And now it's considered dead. So it crossed over. We saw it going into this caution mode, but now the beacon is not returned based on its expected sleep time. So I hope these help. I hope you can use this and find it useful. It's just an aggressor script. So give it a try and good luck.